From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our... The Protectorate. We're all in this together.
The matriarch chose Eden because she recognized it as the perfect ecosystem. The native flora and fauna, the pleasant atmosphere, and rich natural resources represent a fascinatingly complex ecological network developed the matriarch working with and through the sovereign devised the paradigm, a meticulously designed marvel where, if each of us does our part, produces glorious bounty for all. Naturally, sometimes challenges arise. We all know how invasive species can unbalance
Well,
even the most
at least it's not shooting the water anymore.
like those nettlesome raptidons, or the base individualists within Andy's choice. Though don't fret, the system is resilient. The system abides. But now, more than ever...
Visitors, huh? Just meandering about, free of any appointed minder? Not so sure I ought to be speaking with you. If you need someone to talk to hereabouts, I suggest you seek out Vigilant Hogarth. That tall, stately building back yonder is his domicile. Do hate to come off impolite. If you're so inclined, we can pick this up later, after you two confabulate.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work?
Apologies, but I don't believe I should be discussing such matters with you without permission. Once you report to the Vigilant, I'd be happy to speak freely. Word to the wise, despite what you might hear, we still consider ourselves part of the Protectorate. Anyone spots an outsider engaging in misdeeds might just open fire.
All inhabitants are declared treasonous due to insufficient zeal in defense against seizure, sabotage, and/or manipulative indoctrinatory falsity. Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
I had a nightmare that the matriarch didn't gift us the paradigm, and we were left to scramble for purpose and profit like Auntie's workers.
Social order. Why? Because the matriarch herself designed it, and the sovereign embodies and executes on it throughout history.
Prudence dictates we remain productive.
Constantly out of balance.
Auntie's choice is an invasive species, Prudence says.
Depletion of resources and lack of community led to terrible suffering. Poor dears didn't have the firm benevolent hand of the sovereign to guide them. Here on Eden, we all enjoy the full luxury the paradigm affords us. A perfect life of contentment and plenty. We have community, purpose, time for recreation.
No, I just feel sad for them. It's even in their name. Auntie's choice.
Don't take the meaning.
They don't have the balanced hand of a sovereign. Just a normal person making random and perfect decisions.
We appreciate it all and thank the sovereign.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant,
The matriarch and sovereign chose Eden, the perfect
we're all in
ecotope, as our home, and devised the paradigm as a great way to maintain it.
Chose Eden because she recognized it as the perfect
Ah,
ecosystem.
appeared right out of the aether, just as I imagine our proud sentinels do. Like, here I am, your innermost thoughts are known to me, and nobody once hears from you again. Caught me reciting passages from a beacon to the cosmos, illustrating my steadfast fidelity. All subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the sovereign. That part always hits me directly. To quote my personal log, an essential passage, rightful and true. Charlton Weintrott.
Sometimes challenges do arise. We all know how invasive species can unbalance even the most
Why, that's wonderful. I'm actually quite relieved a fellow customer like yourself somehow saw through my carefully maintained act. Others in Westport fail to perceive my true nature. I am hardly one of the herd around here. A reference you'll no doubt recognize from those keen Auntie's Choice commercials.
Do our part to maintain it. Keep doing
Why, they are certainly inspiring. There's this one character who just laughs at danger, says he hand makes his own luck. Is that not the grandest thing you ever heard? You and I are just like him. Get up and go-getters. Say, did Auntie's Choice send you here? Don't fret, I am exceedingly skilled at keeping secrets.
Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job? Mental refreshment centers are there to help you. Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thoughts. Go now.
How I've waited to hear those words. Anything I might help with at present?
Entered a recreant locality. Record states as follows. All inhabitants are declared treasonous.
Of course. Toodaloo.
In defense against seizure, sabotage.
Why, hello
and
again.
manipulation.
Any new business to discuss involving secret sympathies and sugary spoils?
Our enemies envy our prosperity.
If I am not the person for it, I would be most surprised. Do tell.
Everyone knows the paradigm epitomizes the pinnacle of social order.
Ugh, my uncle's child. That side of the family is obstinate and mean. No, I'd hardly risk life and limb trying to convert her.
Human societies were constantly out of balance. Individualism ran rampant. Depletion of resources and a lack of community led to terrible.
That seems neither prudent nor wise. I value my neck and do not intend to hang.
Sovereign to guide them. Here on Eden, we all enjoy the full luxury the paradigm affords us.
Oh, did you have another mission in mind? One especially designed for my unique talents?
Time for recreation. We sleep well at night. Work
Of course. Toodaloo.
stressful. Food is nutritious and plentiful. We have everything we need. Prudence dictates we take a moment to rightly appreciate it all and thank the sovereign.
Greetings, non-protectorate wretches. With regret, I must inform you that those outside our glorious society may not take freely from our stocks, as our subjects do. However, I may offer you a limited selection of premium items for moderate respective fees. Initiating. Greetings, not. However, I may offer you a limit. Initiate.
ecosystem. The native flora and fauna, the pleasant atmosphere, and rich natural resources represent a fascinatingly complex ecological network. To govern it, the matriarch,
Hey there, go-getter.
and through the sovereign, devised the paradigm, a meticulously designed marvel where, if each of us does our part, produces glorious bounty for all. Naturally, sometimes challenges do arise. We all know how invasive species can unbalance even the most robust ecosystem, like those meddlesome raptidons, or the base individualists within Auntie's choice. Though don't fret, the system is resilient. The system abides.
Glad the wireless told me that I'm happy and everything's splendid. I was tempted to feel sad after the ocean flooded my house.
Keep doing your job with pride. Keep informing on your neighbors. Same as ever.
Try not to think. It'll only make you unhappy.
We give it a little
Choice sure sounds exhausting. I mean, you have to do it all the time, right?
disruption.
Gray gone astray? Look a stay today. Mentally refreshed.
They're letting anyone who wants to train at the Arbiter's facility.
But the paradigm says we're to spend our lives in our predetermined profession.
That's why it's so generous of the Sovereign to let us become tiny cogs in the Great War Machine.
The wireless said that flooding Westport is routine maintenance to remove the dust that had been building up in our door frames.
The Sovereign really does think of everything.
Everyone knows the
Is missing my favorite automech an imperfect thought?
Because
Why? I keep thinking it.
Prudence dictates we eye our neighbors
embodies and executes on it. Throughout history, human societies were constantly out of balance. Individualism ran rampant. Depletion
Trust the plan,
of resources
observe set
and
progress,
lack of
sustain the system,
led to terrible suffering.
Fine quote.
Tears didn't
My
have
favorite is,
benevolent
we
hand.
must work with all destructive factors and invasive elements.
We take a moment to rightly appreciate it all and thank the sovereign.
Raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
The matriarch chose Eden because she recognized it as the perfect ecosystem. The native flora and fauna, the pleasant atmosphere, and rich natural resources represent a fascinatingly complex ecological network. To govern it, a meticulously designed
I was sad for a moment because my house got submerged in the flooding. Then the wireless told me everything was splendid. Now I feel much better.
Naturally, sometimes challenges do arise. We all know how invasive species can unbalance even the most robust ecosystems, like those meddlesome raptidons, or the base individualists within Auntie's choice. Though don't fret, the system is resilient. The system abides. But now, more than ever, we must all do our part to maintain it. Keep doing your job.
Protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you have entered a recreant locality.
This unit is currently unavailable for meaningless interaction.
Treasonous due to insufficient zeal in defense against seizure, sabotage, and manipulative.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Everyone knows the paradigm epitomizes the pinnacle of social order. Why? Because the matriarch herself designed it, and the sovereign embodies its societies were constantly out of balance. Individualism ran rampant.
Consider finding a human companion if you seek conversation.
To terrible suffering. Poor dears didn't have the firm, benevolent hand of the sovereign to guide them. Here on Eden, we all enjoy the full luxury the paradigm affords us. A perfect life of contentment and plenty. We have community, purpose, time for recreation. We sleep well at night. Work isn't strenuous or stressful. Food is nutritious and plentiful. We have everything we need. Prudence dictates we take a moment to rightly appreciate it all.
Apologies, but an automechanical's work is never concluded.
Well, it's infected.
Apologies, this unit's conversation module is functioning intermittently.
Right now, the paradigm needs our houses underwater. Hopefully it'll need them dry again someday, but until then, it's a short swim down to your possessions. Prudence dictates we leave the burden of thought to our betters.
Injuries detected. Please seek medical assistance. How may this unit assist you, Commander?
You can't fight contentment.
Word on the wireless is that Auntie's choice is years behind us sociologically. So they've started the war to grab any part of the paradigm that they can. Stay true, outsider. I'm realigned with the paradigm. Of course, it's part of the Sovereign's plan.
This is all going perfectly according to the paradigm,
more
I
habitat
guess.
for fish, which
I
offers
just
us more
can't
to
wait
eat,
for it
which
to be
gives us the
going
strength
more
to build new
perfectly
houses.
again.
But then,
You locked in here under your own steam and appear reasonably free of cuts, burns, or weeping lesions. So, I assume you're presently devoid of mortiferous injuries. Good. Because we've got more of that than we can handle. You haven't heard? When Antes invaded, they broke the seawall. Flooded nearly half the town below, where most of the domiciles were. A number of our subjects drowned. Others got concussed, or even crushed. A few were electrocuted or exposed to caustics. Took a while for our water purifier to catch up, so some drank tainted water, which is not good for you at all. I'm glad it's working again. All right, well, don't let me keep you.
I wish everyone's neighbor Prudence was my actual neighbor. Except my
of
domicile
course, it's
is
part of the
presently
Sovereign's
underwater.
plan. He floods our houses, which makes more habitat for fish, which offers us more to eat, which gives us the strength to build new houses. But then, how do I cook the fish?
returned.
For now, just to offset any minor disruption.
Gray gone astray? Book a stay today. Are you mentally...
Nice weather we have been having, or...
It is my esteemed pleasure to welcome you to Westport, once a shining testament to protectorate excellence, now a picturesque example of the evils of corporatism. But where are my manners? We do not have much, but please, let me offer you some victuals. Dut. I insist. Serving Unit 1. Something for the visitor at once?
Confirmative.
Perhaps you're wondering why I'd open my arms thusly for a stranger. Simple. As the guiding light for humankind, we always put our best foot forward, regardless of circumstance.
Everyone knows the paradigm epitomizes the pinnacle of social order. Why? Because the matriarch herself designed it, and the
Our society was built from the bedrock up, through the vision of our matriarch. Due to her genius, the structure of our society is perfect, planned down to the last subject. We all work as a unified whole for the betterment of all. Unlike those corporate colonies, where it's every person for themselves.
of the sovereign to guide them. Here on Eden, we all enjoy the full luxury the paradigm affords us. A perfect life of contentment and plenty. We have community, purpose.
They love it as much as I. We care for everyone. Why, we've even eradicated the drudgery of manual labor through our perfection of auto-mechanical technology. That brings me to a matter I'd like to discuss with you, actually. I believe something still can be done. This town can be saved, its people given a reprieve. Were we to acquire the one thing vital to our existence. Auto-mech parts. What?
Comestibles served.
We of the Protectorate pride ourselves on our mech programming. Among the vigilant, it is even considered something of a sport. We are not miracle workers, however. Without parts to work with, we've no hope of remaking our mechs to do tasks beyond their initial functions. We need repair mechs, domestic mechs, not combat ones. Serving Unit 1 here is about as much as can be accomplished without replacement parts.
And rich natural resources represent a fascinatingly complex ecological network. To govern it, the matriarch, working with and through the sovereign, devised the paradigm, a meticulously designed marvel where, if each of us does our part, produces glorious bounty.
If I can return the settlement to a reasonable facsimile of its previous glory, sufficiently functioning by employing mechs reprogrammed to repair and rebuild, the Arbiters might see fit to penalize only me, commute the others' sentences, allow them to maintain things around here in the spirit of continuity and such.
Though don't fret, the system is resilient. The system abides. But now,
Hence my use of the term reasonable facsimile.
to maintain it,
I owe it to every single person here to try.
On your neighbors, same as ever. But prudence dictates we give it a little extra
What sort of payment do you seek? Don't imagine we have much you need.
disruption.
Feeling distracted?
Enough to lead and inspire those who work there, once at least. I was previously the ranking vigilant on this island. Why do you ask? Under protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you have entered... Difficult place to saunter into. Station's off limits to anyone without the highest security clearance. For anyone lacking reason to be there, it's assured suicide. In exchange for the automech parts we need, I can provide you means to get inside. Never dream of such a proposal in days of reason and quietude. Yet such is the here and now we find ourselves in.
Envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at
That is most excellent. Please, hand them over.
Everyone knows the paradigm epitomizes the pinnacle of social order. Why? Because the matriarch herself designed it, and the sovereign embodies an
Thank you. I know community service can be a foreign concept for those outside the protectorate, so I hope this is ample reward for your time. I'll prepare a writ of conscription to allow you entry to the Vox Relay. While most would refuse my authorization, the sentry assigned to the gate once lived in Westport. Sentry's second-class layman. Show the writ as proof I have conscripted you into my employ. Use it to press service on my behalf, and she will let you in. Once you're inside, there's something else I need you to do. Something that would save many lives.
time for recreation. We sleep well at night. Work isn't strenuous or stressful. Food is nutritious and plentiful.
The Vox Relay is, to my mind, a time bomb. Brigadier Montelli's lost his way. Now all manner of chaos is raging there. I've heard tell he's even resorted to extra-legal executions. Madness, I tell you. A brigadier doesn't act as judge, jury, and executioner. That's an arbiter's job. And even then, they're enforcing existing protectorate law.
our duty to the protectorate. We're all in this together.
Why, isn't it obvious? As vigilant, I was his commander, and without my guidance, he was lost. All manner of chaos seems to be the order of the day at the station. Executions done in the service of order are an unfortunate necessity. Done at the whim of an individual, well, that's just one more depravity Antes has wrought upon us.
The matriarch, working with and through the sovereign, devised the paradigm, a meticulously designed marvel where, if each of us does our part,
Regrettably, yes. Yes, I do. I have given the matter much thought and can see no other way around it. I may have been branded a traitor, but I remain loyal to protectorate ideals, which he has abandoned. Brigadier Montelli is a stain on the protectorate's good name, and every moment he remains in charge at the Vox Relay diminishes us further.
don't fret. The system is resilient.
Good, good. Here is the writ. I may not survive to see what occurs, but I trust you to follow your conscience. Farewell now. Promise you'll return here if you can, to check in on my people and see how they fare.
But prudence dictates we give it a little extra added zeal for now, just to
Oh, I don't doubt your abilities, but the prospects remain exceedingly poor. The facility is exceptionally well guarded, and forces there are the pinnacle of protectorate training. Even if you succeed, it's only a matter of time before the Arbiter arrives to administer my sentence. Any chances of me avoiding my fate are quite slim, I fear. Farewell now. Under protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you have entered a recreant locality. Record states as follows. Outsider. You have your orders. The Vox Relay awaits. Do remember what I asked of you.
Near at our contentment.
Hey there, go-getter. Why, hello again. Any new business to discuss involving secret sympathies and sugary spoils? If I am not the person for it, I would be most surprised. Do tell.
The native flora and fauna, the pleasant atmosphere.
Ugh, my uncle's child. That side of the family is obstinate and mean. No, I'd hardly risk life and limb trying to convert her.
Working with and through the sovereign, devised the paradigm.
That seems neither prudent nor wise. I value my neck and do not intend to hang.
Produces glorious bounty for all. Naturally, sometimes challenges do arise. We all know how invasive species.
Of course. Toodaloo.
Even the most robust ecosystem, like those nettlesome raptidons, or the base individualists with Auntie's choice. Though don't fret, the system is resilient. The system abides. But now, more than ever, we must all do our part to maintain it. Keep doing your job with pride. Keep informing on your neighbors. Same as ever. But prudence dictates we keep a little extra added seal for now, just to offset any minor disruption.
Gray gone astray? Book a stay today. Are you mentally refreshed?
Under protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you have entered a recreant locality. Record states as follows.
Exciting news! The Vigilance sent that outsider to collect automech parts for us.
Defense against seizure, sabotage, and/or manipulative.
Hey there, go. Why, hello again. Any new business to discuss involving secret sympathies? Oh, my assigned profession once was automech tallier, but wonder of wonders, I was reassigned. Did you know that could happen? I did not. Vigilant Hogarth tasked me to maintain the morale of other subjects by reading inspiring words from the Sovereign. I have become quite practiced at it.
Why? Because the matriarch herself designed it, and the Sovereign embodies and executes.
If I am not the person for it, I would be, my uncle's child. That side of the family is obstinate and mean. No, I'd hardly risk life and limb trying to convert her. I possess an overabundance of both qualities, honestly. Yet I value my neck and do not intend to hang. Of course. Toodaloo. Hey there, go-getter.
Of contentment and plenty. We have community, purpose, time for recreation.
Almost missed the routine certitude of my assigned profession.
Or stressful.
Don't suppose you checked in with Vigilant Hogarth yet, eh? Oh, glad to hear. Probably sprung an important task on you afterwards, I'd wager. I mentioned to the Vigilant how I'd reset my chef mech to prepare meals to my liking. Next thing you know, he puts me in charge of repairing all the mechs in Westport.
From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate.
I mean, sure. All the underlying logic's the same if you mull it over. I've been trained to run them big algae processing units, which were a fair amount more complex. It's just, subjects are expected to mind their assigned area and particular forte. So I was a mite taken aback. But I am happy to help the system abide any way I am able.
Fascinatingly complex ecological network. To govern it, the matriarch working with
I think he's bearing up admirably given recent events. Which, of course, are completely fine, and we are all in no way concerned about. The system being resilient and all. Hogarth's reliable as the Arcadian sun. I mean, I know it'll burn out in about 12 billion years and all, but considering our meager lifespan, that's plenty dependable enough for me. Not to indulge in idle talk, but things have been different around here of late. Not at all overwhelmed or terrified of dying, though, of course. The system abides.
But now, more than ever, we must all do our part to maintain it. Keep doing your job.
Curativist Row is a fine sort. Pillar of our community. Might impatient, sure, but with how busy she is, we'd all do well to respect her time. Watch out for that Weintraut fellow. Talk your ear off if you let him. Kinda lonesome, but doesn't let anybody near his place for some reason. Even before the flooding. Everybody else? Decent enough, I guess. Well, mechs do all the heavy work for us in the Protectorate. Just like each of us, each type of mech has their assigned specialty. Takes a little doing, but you can readjust them. A combat mech can be reconfigured to oversee comestible distribution, for instance. Or mine or harvest crops. All you need is the know-how to retool their subroutines. And the right parts. Plenty of parts. Granted, reprogrammed mechs are never as efficient as those specially made for a role, but they get by, eventually, after a fashion. Much to do, truly. Toughest challenge now is upkeep of key apparatus. If that generator goes, for instance, doubt I have means to fix it. We lose power to charge our mechs, this place is done for. Final nail in the coffin, or similarly minded metaphor of your choosing. Not that the paradigm would allow that, of course. What? Oh, yes. Goodbye.
Of community led to terrible suffering. Poor dears didn't have the firm, benevolent hand of the Sovereign to guide them. Here on Eden, we all enjoy the full luxury the paradigm affords us. A perfect life of contentment and plenty. We have community.
Trust the plan, preserve some progress. I was sad for a moment. Because my house got submerged in the flooding. Then the wireless told me everything was splendid.
Are you?
Hey there, go-getter. Why, hello again. Any new business to discuss involving secret sympathies and sugary spoils?
That you have entered a recreant locality. Record states as follows.
If I am not the person for it, I would be most surprised. Do tell.
Sabotage and/or manipulative indoctrinatory falsity.
Ugh, my uncle's child. That side of the family is obstinate and mean. No, I'd hardly risk life and limb trying to convert her.
Everyone knows the paradigm epitomizes the pinnacle of social.
That seems neither prudent nor wise. I value my neck and do not intend to hang.
And the sovereign embodies and executes on it throughout history.
Oh, did you have another mission in mind? One especially designed for my unique talents?
Rampant depletion of resources and lack of community.
Of course. Toodaloo.
Suffering. Poor dears didn't have the firm, benevolent hand of the sovereign to guide them.
Injuries detected. Please seek medical assistance prior to loss of consciousness. How may this unit assist you, Commander?
Contentment and plenty. We have community, purpose, time for recreation. We sleep well at night. Work isn't strenuous or stressful.
Hey there, go. Seeing Zeb again went different than I expected. Not that I had high hopes for tears and confetti, but damn.
We take a moment to rightly appreciate it all and thank the sovereign.
Yes and no. There's a shadow over him wasn't there before. A meanness. It's difficult to describe. even tougher to be on the receiving end. Maybe I ought to apologize straight away. But I'm not convinced I did the wrong thing, leaving. Had I stayed, who knows? Likely I'd have gotten us both killed.
The matriarch chose Eden because she recognized it as the perfect ecosystem. The native flora and fauna, the pleasant atmosphere, and rich natural
That's
resources represent
fair.
a fascinatingly complex
Might have left them a note or something.
network.
I was just worried I'd lose my nerve, but you have a point. Wasn't right of me to just up and split. Anyway, I appreciate the check-in, Commander. Was there anything else you needed?
If each of us does our part, produces glorious bounty for all. Naturally, sometimes challenges do arise. We all know how invasive species can unbalance even the most robust ecosystem, like those nettlesome mastodons, or the base individualists within Auntie's choice. So don't fret.